English 0365, Weekly Notes, Week 12. Well, first of all, happy Thanksgiving. Finally, Thanksgiving week has arrived. It's always the fourth Thursday in November. I know most of you don't celebrate Thanksgiving, but to me, it's one of those nice American holidays that I love to participate in. So, if you have somebody who has invited you to Thanksgiving, by all means do so. Tomorrow night at the college, we are celebrating Thanksgiving. I hope you guys can all make it. It's at 6 o'clock and it's in the building where the cafeteria is, the commons. It's the student center, I believe what it is. If you are coming, we're asking you to bring a dish from your country that you can share. If you don't have time to cook, you can bring something to drink, a Coke, whatever. The idea is just to share sometimes with your classmates. Those of you who are taking classes face to face, you get to see your classmates every day. But if you are taking this class online, it'd be a nice opportunity to meet some of your friends. So I sure hope to see some of you there. If you do come and say hi to me. Sometimes I don't recognize your face because I don't see you very often, but I would love to say hello to you. Another Thanksgiving opportunity is an organization called ICX, International Cultural Exchange. This is a Houston organization, and its purpose is to meet international students, and they have international students meeting American families. Every year they also organize a Thanksgiving dinner. This year is going to be on Friday night, and it's at somebody's house there near Coles Crossing, so it's near the college. If you're interested in going, I am going to be going there. Please send me a note, and I would be more than glad to give you the address, and you get to see how American families celebrate Thanksgiving. You're welcome to bring your family with you. I know they will have lots of nice activities, good company, and great food. So again, that is this coming Thursday, November 29th. I believe it's going to be at 6 p.m. And they have asked American families to bring food, but their guests, they don't have to bring anything. Okay, about the course, this week I have shortening a bit the activities that you have to do, so there is no discussion this week. You do still have to do outliers, but I have changed the dates so that you don't have to do anything on Thursday, Friday, Saturday, especially if you're traveling. I know a couple of you have told me you're going to be out of town. So this week outliers is going to be due on Sunday, and only outliers. You don't have to do a discussion. And then also the online activity that it's normally due on Wednesday, it's also going to be due on Sunday. Of course, if you want to do it ahead of time and you don't want to do anything after Wednesday, you're welcome to do so as well. One more announcement I have is that tomorrow, Monday, November 25th, from 1:30 to 2:30 in Casa 110 is going to be an Outliers Forum. They're going to be teachers, I believe it's English, sociology, and history perhaps. They're going to be discussing the strengths and limits to arguments Malcolm Gladwell makes about success in his book Outliers. I think it'd be interesting for you to go. Those of you who are going to be taking regular classes, you'll get to hear regular teachers speaking about it. Also, it might help you some with your final report since they are going to be talking about the strengths and limits. And if you do go, I will give you 10 bonus points for your attendance. So again, if you go, please come and say hello. I recognize some of you, but not all, or you just send me an email and tell me you were there. So I hope to see a few of you there. I think it'll be a great forum. The next thing I want to talk briefly about today is your final paper is MLA format. That is the format that you have to use when you give me your paper. So that has to do with the font, the margins, the citations, the works cited at the end. I'm going to show you where I have posted some information, and also I'm going to show you an example that of course you can examine later with more time. But let me show you. So if you go here to Outliers Final Project and you click in it, you're going to see two things: Outliers Final Project, which is due December 4th, and MLA Format Samples. So let's open that, and you will see that I have put a link to several samples. The one that is probably the most useful is this one here, MLA in Text Citations. So we're going to open that one there. This is a rather long document here, documenting sources MLA style. You can read this at your leisure, but it has all the page numbers, but it's talking about in-text citations, list of works cited, and so on. So this is rather long, but it gives you examples. So I would even say that you might want to print this for future use, because it gives you all the possibilities here with MLA. But I'm going to show you just the paper so you can see main things in the paper itself. Okay, this is the last link that I have there, and you can see that it has a lot of notes on the side. So you can see here where the title is, and this title, and then you can scroll down, and there are all of these different kinds of information here. This is taken from the OWL, which is from Purdue University, and again you can take a look at that. But I'm going to examine with you another paper that I think is going to be a little bit clearer. The one that I showed you before is the Purdue one, which is actually one before the last one. This is the one that I'm going to examine with you, this Orlov paper. So look, first of all, I want you to look at the format. You can see that on your left hand side you have the name of the person, the name of the professor, the name of the class, and the date. That all goes double space on the left side. Then you have the title. The title is centered. It is not bolded, it is not underlined, it is just centered. And then you have 1 inch space from each side, and you start by indenting. So the title is Online Monitoring, a Threat to Employee Privacy in the Wired Workplace. And then you don't skip any lines, still double space, and you indent. Okay, so this is the formatting, and you need to use Roman Times Roman 12. That is the font. Now, let's look at the in-text citation. Every time that you cite a source, it doesn't matter if you paraphrase or you quote, you need to put where you got that information. Sometimes you need to put it right here, and sometimes you don't. So if you cite a study, for example, a 2005 study by the American Management Association, so you're naming the study right here. Since you're naming the study right here, in the parentheses here, you don't need to name it again. All you need to do is put the page number. If we go down the page, you will notice that here this is a quotation that was taken directly. It is indented. Long quotations is set off from the text quotations, and then you don't need to put quotation marks. You just set it off several spaces. I think that's probably about 20 spaces. And then, since this was part of the previous information, again, just the page numbers are given in parentheses. If we keep moving, if you have a source with an unknown author, and you don't have you don't have the name of the author, you put the title here, but you abbreviate the title. So you might just put the first or the second word of the title in quotes, and then the page numbers here, if you have already talked about the work once. So you are naming the person here. When you name the person as Lane Explains, you don't need to write Lane here because it's already here. So then you just put the page numbers. So when you're saying Lane explains or Lane asserts or Lane agrees, you just put the page number in parentheses. Now, when you are paraphrasing something, let's look for something that's been paraphrased. Just a minute here. So this one here, employees' right to privacy and autonomy in the workplace, however, remains a murky area. These are not your own thoughts, but you have paraphrased from somewhere. Here then you put in parentheses the name of the author. In this case, the author's name is Tam, and then there's other authors, so Tam et al. It is unlikely that we will see legally guaranteed in the American workplace, predicts Keeson. You have Keeson here as part of your writing, so again, in parentheses, only the page number. And the works cited here, it's done in a very specific way. The heading is centered, is listed in alphabetical order by the author's last name, and there's a certain way of doing it. So you put the author's last name, the name of the article, and you can bold it or you can do it in italics, and then the name of the company that produces it and the year when it was produced. So you can take a look at this. And so if you have other questions about MLA, you can also go to the library and talk to one of the librarians there, or if you can't go to the library, you can just chat with the librarian. So if you go to the library's main website, on our main page, you can just stop by the you can just click on chat, and you can ask the librarian questions. If you have additional questions, please ask me. But I am going to be taking points off if you don't use MLA style, because from now on, when you write an article or when you write a paper in your regular 1301 classes, history classes, sociology classes, etc., you will be required to follow a format. It can be MLA, it can be APA, it can be Chicago, it can be anyone, but you have to follow a format. So for this class, it's going to be MLA. Okay, so now that we have talked about MLA, the next thing that I want to talk about is the course evaluation. As you know, I'm sure any other courses that you have taken, you have to fill a course evaluation. This is also true for this course. If you are a credit student, you can go to the link. Let me show you where it is. So if you go to My Lone Star right here, you're going to go to course evaluations right here. And mine probably is not going to work because it's not the same as yours. But I can probably show you the page anyway. So yeah, so it's going to show you my courses. And here is going to show you the courses that you are taking. This is the courses, my courses, and it shows that for my online class, which is this one here, only one person has done the evaluation. These are the credit students. So please go ahead and click here and complete the evaluation. I would really appreciate it, because any feedback that you give me is very welcome, whether it's something you like or something that you don't like. For those of you, and I think it's about 4 or 5 of you, who are taking the class as a continuing education class, you are a CE student, I will mail you a form. I'm going to do that tomorrow afternoon. So in your mailbox, you're going to see a form. I'm going to ask you to please complete that form and send it directly to our office coordinator. Her name is Connie Foster, and I will give you a link to her email. Send it directly to her, because I don't get to see these evaluations until the semester is over. So she's just going to print them and put them in my file so myself and my dean can see them. And so thank you very much. Those of you who complete the evaluation, as soon as you complete it, please send me an email. Let me know that you completed the evaluation, and then I will give you 5 bonus points for completing the evaluation. Just thank you. And again, any feedback is truly appreciated. Well, that is all that I have for this week. Hope you guys have a great week, and I will see you the following week. This, like I said, this is a very short week, so whatever you do, enjoy your family, enjoy your time, and have a super nice week. Talk to you later. Bye.